Hey guys, Julie here. Today we're in the kitchen and we're going to be making some carne asada tacos. So we're going to go ahead and start this the night before, that way we can marinate the meat. And I have all of my ingredients here. I'll post the details in the description below. And we'll go ahead and grab our meat hammer. That way we can tenderize the meat. And we'll just go ahead and place all of the beef straight onto a cutting board. And we'll use the spiked side of the meat hammer to just lightly tap on each slice of meat. And then we'll go ahead and flip it over and do the same to the other side. I'm just tapping pretty lightly, but this will help all of those flavors penetrate into the meat really well. For the marinade, we have some lime juice, orange juice, and some soy sauce. We'll add a little bit of olive oil, chili powder, and ground cumin, a dash of salt and pepper, last but not least, minced garlic, minced jalapeños, and of course, some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, I would recommend trying it anyway. This recipe actually helped me grow to like cilantro, and I really enjoy the flavor now. And I really never thought that I would. After we mix up the marinade really well, we'll go ahead and save a quarter cup for later, and we'll just put that in the fridge. Then I just like to take a Ziploc bag and put the meat in there. We'll just pour the marinade right over it. I also like to just move it around and make sure that all of the meat gets completely saturated in the marinade. I also find that it's helpful to place the meat into a bowl. That way the juices can't move around. We'll put that in the fridge overnight. Since we're making carne asada, which technically means grilled meat, so you can throw the steak on the grill if you'd like, I'm actually just going to use this cast iron griddle / grill that I have. I love this thing because one side is a griddle and I can cook eggs or pancakes, etc. on one side, but the other side is like a grill and has the ridges that will give the meat those aesthetically pleasing grill marks. I also like to take my temperature gauge just to check and make sure that the heat is being distributed evenly. You'll want it to be about 375 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we'll go ahead and place each piece of meat or your full steak on the grill, depending on what cut of beef you're using. We'll cook each side for about 5 to 7 minutes, but depending on how thick your meat is, you may need less or more time. I do have a couple of pieces here that are a little smaller, so they won't need as much time. I do like my steak a little pink in the middle, but I like to serve my boys the meat that's a little more well done. Then I'm just going to place the cooked meat into a shallow pan, well, right here I just have a pie pan actually, and I'm just going to put the meat in there. And after we put that in there, we're taking that marinade that we had saved for later, and we're just going to pour it right over the meat. Next, I'll cover it up with aluminum foil and then a towel so the meat can rest for a few minutes. While the meat is resting, we'll prepare all of our fixings. Since we're making tacos, I'm gonna fry up some tortillas. I have flour and corn tortillas, and I like to just dip them in oil for a few seconds. They don't need too much time. You want the tortillas to still be flexible afterwards. If you fry them for too long, they'll get crispy. They'll still be pretty delicious. However, you won't be able to fold them into a taco shape. If you don't want too much oil or you're looking for a healthier option, you can always omit the oil and warm up the tortillas without it. We'll chop up some red onion, and now we'll make our guacamole. First, I just mash up a couple of avocados. I actually prefer my guac to have some chunks of avocado still in it, but that's just my personal preference. I'm going to add some diced onions in here, and of course some jalapeños. We'll also put some tomatoes as well. Next, just a little bit of minced garlic, some freshly squeezed lime juice, and then some garlic, salt, and pepper. I do find that the garlic salt really adds quite a bit to it. I'm just putting a little bit at first, but I usually put a bit more after I've tasted everything. Mix that up just a bit, and we'll place one of the avocado seeds in there to help keep it fresh. Now, we'll just take our rested meat and slice it up. I like to slice it into somewhat smaller and thinner pieces. You'll want to slice against the grain to ensure the meat stays moist and tender. You can also place the slices just back into the marinade, and that will help soak up even more of the delicious flavor of that marinade. Now we'll just assemble our tacos. I just put a couple of pieces of steak, some shredded cheese, and the guacamole, and a little bit of red onions. I also like to add a little bit of salsa in there as well because I love everything spicy. You can also add some fajita peppers in there as well. They're also good with just the meat and a little bit of cheese on there. I do find that you can taste all of the good flavors in the marinade when you eat just the meat and cheese in a taco. I do have to limit myself on the amount of extras that I add in there before it's falling apart and I have to eat it with a fork. I'll post everything down below. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.